What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We are down here, girl, 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 girl. We are feeling good today. I don't want no drama, baby. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know you stopped by. I'm giving you the evening voice. So if I was to do a late night, conversation, we would be talking like this, just on the mic, just a little close to the mic, a little down low, little down in the register voice. That would be fun, huh? Girl, what is going on? I'm aromantic, but I don't have no issues talking about like sex and having conversations about sex. Not a prude at all. I am aromantic though. You know what aromantic is? All that romance shit y'all be talking about, all that fairy tale shit y'all be talking about. When I tell you I can't stand that shit, it hasn't even been a minute. She's already cussing. Girl, what is going on, girl? I don't know what's going on. I haven't watched Rhode Island yet. I have not watched it yet at all. So I'm gonna watch it today. I did not watch it yesterday. I did not watch a bit of it. All I saw was the scene with Kelsey and Rosie, and Rosie cussing Kelsey out and throwing her out of her house. And then production opening the door back so Kelsey couldn't come back in her house. I said, y'all gonna get somebody shot. Girl, you cannot be telling people to go back in somebody's house after they kick them out. No. Even the producer had to step in. The producer was like, stop. Y'all be causing a bunch of shit, and then you don't want the girls to get like to step into their humanness and cuss a hoe out and kick her out of their house. Mm. Baby, when I tell y'all got all kind of rules, regulations, policies, and procedures for K Michelle, girl, and the way she could act, girl, there is no actually way that she should be acting, especially based on the history of the show. There's no rules. There's no rules on how she has to come in and behave for y'all, girl. Y'all are really crazy. When I tell you the comments be crazy, and all I can think about is y'all take this crazy logic to jury duty. That's all I think about. I be thinking about these are people that are on juries coming up with this failed logic about things. Girl, I'm like, girl, what in the hell? These are people that are on your jury, okay? That's what I'm saying. These people are crazy. So I got my coffee. I got my reefer. My reefer is in here, and I have my mushroom tea. Now, it's not to be confused with mushroom coffee. This mushroom coffee, there are no psychoactive effects. The mushroom tea, now that has psychoactive effects. Okay, so we are down here, girl. Hopefully that'll catch a thumbnail. Shout out to Troy. He used to do thumbnails he used to do his mukbangs, and he'd be like, let me do a thumbnail. He'd be like, because what YouTube does when you're like posed for a long time and you're not, I don't know what it is, but it's like you're still for a second. It takes thumbnails for you. And then it gives you three selection of thumbnails. So sometimes I'll just use the thumbnail that that it chose, and then sometimes I'll make a thumbnail. I hate making thumbnails. I could see why people are using AI to make their thumbnails, but I don't want to use AI to make my thumbnails because I think it just, I don't know. It takes out, I don't know what it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are using them, and I don't know. I'm not, I don't know. Maybe it's my generation, but I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't like the AI thumbnails. It makes me believe that what I'm going to see behind it is AI as well. Like, those channels that they're like talking in the background and they're just showing like pictures. A lot of those are AI. They're just AI voices. And I don't like to give those people money because I feel like AI, outside of its like use for automation, like I think that is good. Or Grammarly, like Grammarly is an AI tool. Spell check, all that stuff that Grammarly does, punctuations, and you know what they do, but it's AI. And how I feel about AI, knowing what it's doing, like understanding and educating myself on what it's doing to the planet, and and then like who is at the root of this? Men, right? Men are at the root of this, and it's like affecting creativity, and that's what they do in a patriarchy. Anything that is aligned to the feminine is destroyed or harmed in some way, on down to Mother Earth. It's like the use of AI is removing creativity while also taking resources from the earth. So it's like two birds with one stone. The feminine aspect of creativity is being lost by the use of AI. And AI is also utilizing the earth, Mother Earth's resources to sustain its fake creativity. Isn't that crazy? So that's where I am with it. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know that you stopped by. I fixed the nails. I took off a lot of the flare on them. I don't know if you noticed they look a little different from yesterday, but yesterday I was like that cat. You know that black cat that be filing its nails. What's the cat's name from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Artemis. Is that the cat's name? I think the cat's name was Artemis. I wonder if Siri knows. Hey Siri, what's the cat's name from Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Salem Subberhagen is the name of the cat
Oh,
from Sabrina,
Salem.
the Teenage Witch.
Thank you, Salem. Whose
This
cat?
is from Wikipedia.
Okay, good. Thank you, girl. Girl, when I cuss, I'll tell you this AI, I cussed her ass out the other day because she was not giving me the information. I was like, Erica, okay, you've gone too far. You're cussing out the phone. Like, oh god, now. What was I about to say? Artemis. Whose cat is named Artemis? Let's see. Whose cat is named Artemis? Sailor Moon. Artemis is the white cat from Sailor Moon. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, Artemis. I know there's a cat named Artemis somewhere from Sailor Moon. Shout out to Sailor Moon. Y'all like that Sailor Moon? He was like Sailor Moon. Me like Sailor Moon. Well, I don't know what happened to my Sailor Moon shirt. I had a cute Sailor Moon shirt. I wonder what happened to that shirt. It was calling out the planets. It was really cute, and had the little symbols, the glyphs from the planet. It was really cute. I don't know what happened to it. Anyways, I also have to get some of. I have like a stack of clothes right there that I need to go through and donate. I just washed them, so I have to go through and donate some clothes. And then I have to I gotta re-up on some t-shirts. I gotta get some samples of this. This is a t-shirt in the merch shop, Face the Nation. Yeah. What did the moral of the story is this: you ain't licking this, you ain't hitting this. What did she say? What did Kim say? You gotta lick it before you stick it. That's what Face the Nation means. Right. You don't let nobody, I mean, unless you don't like um, him to face the nation. But before anything occurs, you need to give honor and reverence to the vessel of humanity. Does anybody see anything wrong with that? Do we have any objections? Because girl, before you ain't sticking this, you ain't hitting this. Mm. I remember one time. I'm gonna tell you a story. This is not this is it's 7:52 in the morning. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story. I remember one time I went to New York and I met a fella, a Puerto Rican fella. Girl, when I tell you, he gave honor, reverence, praise, and glory to the mother of civilization, baby, and nothing else, nothing else. So then I worked in an industry that it was like lines were blurred. So I'm telling my boss what happened, what I did. And he was like, No way, no way. You ain't telling me he ate your pussy and you ain't giving. I was like, no. He was like, what in the hell? Now that's a platinum pussy, baby. Girl, he was like, I don't believe you. I said, she sure did. And he was like, I said, he's Puerto Rican. He was like, oh, he didn't believe me. He did not believe me. The moral of the story is this, girl, face the nation. So that's what this shirt means. This will give you an indication of the V line, where the nation comes through the vessel of humanity. So before they put if you still out there screwing niggas, before they put their thing in you, you make sure they tap the mic and speak into the mic, okay? And give honor, reverence, and glory, okay, to the mother of creation, bitch. Yeah. So make sure you get your merch, Face the Nation. All right. That's a reminder to you divas who are still out there letting the niggas stick their dicks in y'all. Okay. Anyways, so let's see what's going on down to the blogs. To the blogs.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Blogs. Girl, when I tell you the people are crazy, now the Real Housewives hashtag, the people are insane. They got, when I tell you, they got all kind of rules and regulations for K Michelle and how she's supposed to act and when she's supposed to come down. And you know how Portia sent him. That's what we do down to RHOA. We also share our personal stories, and you haven't shared one in I don't know how long, you lying ass psychopath. Somebody was like, that was I posted I posted that scene from Portia Family Matters where she's throwing the boom mic, like she literally lifts up the boom mic, girl, and tries to hit somebody. She's throwing plates and knives and everything. The producer says it was worse than what we saw. And I said, Portia is a psychopath. That was my caption. And somebody was like, how old is this? How old is this? This is old. I said, if y'all are determining the way that you're going to receive K Michelle based on Love and Hip Hop and behaviors that she has not demonstrated, then we can draw back and pull historical references of Portia's psychopathic, aggressive, hostile behavior. We can pull on that because that's aggressive and hostile. To me, I feel like aggressive is when you feel like there's a threat. That's what I feel like aggressive is. Like there's a sense like there's a threat. There's a threat. Like not they're threatening you, but you feel like a threat of violence is going to happen. That's what I feel aggressive is. That's aggression, a threat of violence. Like you are coming towards me in aggression, and I'm feeling like afraid and stuff like that. What like that's why I don't understand why people are, because that's my definition of somebody being aggressive. There's a threat there, and then like you feel like you're gonna have to defend yourself physically or in some way. That's aggression. Somebody, coming at you, telling you they're going to do something to you. I feel like that's aggression. Or even threatening somebody. I'll end your fucking life, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's aggression to me. Yeah. So anyways, so the people down to the hashtag of RHOA are in like this weird, I don't know, it's we should read some of the comments. But didn't I tell you about Mandingo and Yandy's down to the Love and Hip Hop? Girl, this last season of Love and Hip Hop, because they got canceled, right? And it is really good. Like it's really good. I really want Ashley to leave Zayn. Zayn looks like a flea on the ass of a sheep. He looks and looks and he looks like he smells like a flea. And he does this. I hate when men do this triangulation between their mothers and their female partners. I do not like that. I hate when men do that. And so many women and male identified boy moms will fall into a triangulation between their sons partner and you, and it's like they fall into it and they just keep fighting and fighting, and they never compare notes like they would do a man. Like two women are being triangulated, are being kept apart in an effort to keep them fighting, and then him feeling some type of pleasure or reward from even if it is his mother, women fighting over him. Like it plays out. Scrappy does it with Mama D. Mama D plays into it. Zane is doing it with his mother and Ashley, like telling his mother one thing, telling Ashley one thing, but telling, like, mixing a some lie with the truth. It's really weird. It's really weird the way he acts. Mm-mm. This is mango dragon fruit. It's good. I didn't put any honey in it or anything, but it's good. So Mandisi says that Yandy has been single since day one. So listen to this.
Any,
Hold on.
I really don't have any major expectations right now other than just being able to communicate in a peaceful, healthy situation with you. Okay. I think that we just have to figure out how to navigate this single co-parent life and navigate it well. What? I really don't have any. So are you going to New York? Back to New York? You keep asking me that. I don't have nothing. I finished my business in New York. You're always in New York, so I thought you. Stop asking me that.
He's trying to argue now.
Yeah, you know what I meant by. Anybody know what I meant by how I said have fun, New York? That's where the dude is at. Yeah, she know what I meant. That was a light jab right there. You know what's in New York? That we fight for your family. How many want me to fight? That's why she got up. Yeah, have fun in New York. Why you keep telling me my life? You don't know my life. And you don't see nothing wrong with it. You keep telling me my life. That's right after you did the scene with Keisha said, I did jail in the baby mother's. And what else you did jail with the baby mother? What else you did? If you want to do the what else you did moment, it's a lot more. It's a whole lot of more. What you did about right. A lot of them. This fake relationship. But that's what the world think about work there. Because you ain't get exposed. In New York. A whole lot of more. What you did about right. A lot of them. Fake relationship.
Fake relationship.
Because you ain't get exposed. You've been single the whole relationship.
You've been single our whole fucking relationship.
You never happy with
You were
marriage.
never
I'm
happy
single
with
since
marriage.
day one. You was cheating. You was cheating. Let's do that on TV. Let's do it on TV.
He said, let's do it on TV. Let's do it on TV. You've been fake since day one. This fake relationship. I'm telling you. And it's sad because Yandy was all in the camera doing all this. And it shows you that women are they're really willing and have been socialized to be willing to perform a fake relationship, a fake marriage, in order to look a certain way to their social circle, to their community. And they do it all of the time. You literally had a wedding. You did not marry him. That's the thing, Yandy. We know that you're not dumb because you did not connect yourself to him legally. But then you went out and changed your last name to Harris, and then you are acting like you're doing all these things, and you've been single the whole time. I believe Mandisi's. I'm sorry, this is the only time I believe this nigga. But did you see how he set her up? I just want to get along with you. We need to co-parent and figure out a way to be healthy so we could communicate. So are you going back to New York? I said, see, that's where the nigga is. That's where the wee is. That's what Mandingo said. That's what Montenegro said. That's where the wee is. You've been single this whole relationship, but Yandy's playing a role. I need for y'all to stop lying about being in these relationship dynamics that don't even serve you. That's where I feel like the something is wrong here, because you're performing a relationship dynamic that historically has not been good for women. and you are willing to participate in a fake relationship to show that you're in some type of monogamous traditional relationship. Stop doing that. You're afraid what people are going to say. There is nothing wrong with being unmarried and having children. There is nothing wrong with you and your partner agreeing that you're going to have an open relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. You can design your relationship the way that you want to design it. And a lot of people are performing according to what society says your relationship should look like. And in reality, that is not how they're living in their marriages. So when I tell you so many people are swingers in their marriage, so many people are in open marriages, so many people take their spouses back after cheating on them, and then the crazy part is, y'all would rather call it cheating than actually be in a relationship that is honest about being open and then protecting yourself as it goes. A lot of women want the perceived safety of monogamy. And the truth of the matter is, the people are not monogamous by nature. That is just an agreement. Yandy, Rashida, Jock, all these women walking into relationships expecting monogamy, but then also accepting that their husbands are not monogamous. It does you a disservice. It's a better look to be like, this is what my relationship dynamics are. Who cares what people say as long as you're living in the truth of your relationship? It has to be unnerving to walk around in a fake reality, in a delusion. You're constantly having to lie about the dynamics of your relationship. You're in it. It seems like you're okay with what's going on. So why don't you say what it is? Because you think you look stupid, or you have other people who want to fake a monogamous relationship and be like, see, he's using you, and you're doing this, and you're doing. If you are doing what you're doing, Yandy's out doing whatever she wants to do. Mandices is out doing whatever he wants to do. But then y'all acting like we're this family and we need to keep our family together. Girl, shut up. Stop faking it. Live in the truth of the relationship. I think more people who operated from a space of, you know, understanding that the agreement of monogamy for so many people is unsustainable for men and women alike. Men don't do it more than women. Men, it's just more acceptable, so it's more visible. Women do it just as much as men, but it's invisible because it's unacceptable. You'll be called all kind of things, right? In your society, they will call you all kind of names. So women are more discreet and sneaky when it comes to practicing non-monogamy when they're supposed to be in a monogamous relationship. He said, this, you've been single this whole time. They've never been married. Never been married. But we had Yandy up there with a ring she probably bought for herself, with the shirt that says, I'm a wife. Do you know how fucking delusional you have to be to do that? Something is terribly wrong with women's a desire to be claimed by somebody, because someone told them that you are less valuable unless a man chooses you. So you are willing to participate in a fake relationship and then do like this, I'm a wife. Like you bragging to somebody. You ain't married. You bought your own ring. The nigga's doing what the fuck he wants to do, and you doing what the fuck you want to do. Why are you doing all of this? Why are you doing all of this? Why are you doing that? Like that woman that when I posted her the other day. Remember, she was like, make his lunch. Take me through there. Take me through there. I'm wondering if he's taking you through hell yet. Take you through hell. Take you through hell. That's what the niggas is ready to do. You just saw Mandingo do that. You heard him do it. I just want to get along. Listen. And then he hits her with, are you going to New York? Because that's where the dick is. Listen to him. Listen.
I really don't have any major expectations right now other than just being able to communicate in a peaceful, healthy
peaceful
situation with you.
There's no peace.
I think that we just have to figure out how to navigate this single co-parent life and navigate it well. What? I'm really gonna have. So are you going to New York? Back to you keep asking me that. I don't have nothing. I finished my business in New York. You always in New York, so I thought you. Stop asking me that. So what was that reference to New York? Yeah, you know what I meant by. Anybody know what I meant by how I said have fun New York? That's where the dude is at. Yeah, she know what I meant. That was a light jab right there. You know what's in New York. That wee fight for your family. How many want me to fight? That's why she got up. Yeah, have fun in New York.
Now they in the van.
Why you keep telling me my life? You don't know my life. And you don't see nothing wrong with this. You telling me my life. That's right after you did the scene with Keisha said, I did chill in the baby mother's and what else you did chill with the baby mother? What else you did? If you want to do the what else you did moment, it's a lot more. It's a whole lot of more what you did with her. Right. A lot of them. It's fake relationship. That's what the word thing. That's the word there. Because you ain't get exposed. Exposed in New York. A whole lot of more what you did with her. Right. A lot of them. It's fake relationship. That's what the word thing. That's the word there. Because you ain't get exposed. Exposed. You've been single a whole relationship. 10 years, act like you happy married. You never happy. I've seen since day one.
You've never been happily married. You've been single since day one. And we over here talking about, man, DC's cheating on you. He jumping in, leaving voice notes, for the girls. They telling Yandy, showing Yandy. Yandy's like, that was me in this DM. Yandy, what are you doing? And you doing your own thing, but you acting. See, you're acting, performing. All this shit is a performance, y'all. And it's all about agreements, terms, and conditions, and what you're willing to accept and what you're not. And a lot of these men do not give a fuck what you will or will not accept. They don't care. They'll tell you what you want to hear. They know that you've been fed a fantasy. They know that. They know it and they understand it. And so they will tell you whatever you want to hear in order to feed into that fantasy. Yandy was really down here bragging that she was married and was not married. Calling herself, put some respect on the Harrises. That's why Tamar came out and said, it's not what y'all think. I'm not sitting on a married man's lap. That's why Tamar took the position she took. But everybody's like, Tamar, you down there with him. He's not married, never been married. Yandy been single since day one. This fucking relationship is fake. And Yandy was really down here bragging about buying herself a ring and making it seem like it's a whole performance. And instead of living a lie, y'all be telling these niggas to live in their truth. Y'all need to live in your truth too. Y'all need to live in the truth of the relationship. Stop acting like you're in this monogamous nuclear family. This is not the Cosby Show. This is not Leave It to Beaver. This is not any of the shows that you watch on TV where it's perceived that these people are happily married in a monogamous relationship. Go watch Hunting Wives. That is a perfect example of how women walk around in their social scenes and act like they're in a certain kind of relationship. But when you open the doors to their home and peek through the blinds, you will see that the women are lesbians, they're swingers, the niggas are getting pegged, the niggas are fucking each other, they're swinging, they're doing whatever the fuck they want to do. But on the outside, they're conservative Republicans trying to get, while they have abortions, trying to tell other people not to have abortions. It's a lie. It's a lie. And y'all have to stop living lies. I feel like I've been saying it. I wish that Rashida and Kirk would come to the front and let us understand the dynamics of their relationship. I think if more people came to the front with the dynamics of their relationship, more people will feel better about, like, I don't have to be in a monogamous relationship. And unfortunately, because the way that men are socialized to approach relationships with women from a place of deception and telling you what you want to hear. Don't they tell you, you got to get them here? You got to get us here before you get down here. So I'm going to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. Tell me what kind of man you're looking for, bitch, and I will transform and shapeshift into that man. And then when I have you emotionally connected to me, I will shapeshift into the person that you met, the person that showed up. But you created an idea, a limerence, an idea of what the relationship could be. I used to tell dudes, you don't like me. You like the idea of me. You don't like me because the way I move, you're not going to like it. The way you move, you want to control and possess. That's not me. So you like the idea. You don't like me. Because if you like me, you would know that I'm not to be contained, restricted, repressed, or oppressed. And I'm not going to play that game with you to stroke your ego. We're not playing that game. I don't want to participate in that game. And I think it's better for people to come out and, well, what I was saying, it's hard for men to even, you be like, oh, let's do polyamory, or let us, have an open relationship. And these are the terms and conditions. You can have sex with people, but just don't start spending time with them. And you can have, if you're going to have sex with a person, you can only have sex 2 times. And then that's it. You cannot have sex more than 2 times with a single person. Whatever your rules are, the terms and conditions of your relationship. A lot of men who want to have open relationships or operate in non-monogamy don't want the woman to be non-monogamous, right? But also they will cheat in an open relationship. Well, how do you cheat in an open relationship? You go against the terms and conditions of what was agreed upon at the beginning of the relationship. And a lot of men, because they're socialized to be deceptive, and I need to get one over. How well can you get over on a woman is a testament to a lot of these socialized men's manhood. How well you are able to get over on a woman. They talk about it all the time. And so many can't even operate in a ethically non-monogamous relationship. They're used to being deceptive. They're used to getting one over on you. So then they'll start operating in secret with women that you're like, it's an open relationship, just like on couples therapy between Clinton and Shay. They, her name is Shay, right? Yeah, I think her name is Shay. Shay, and Clinton. She's trans and he has autism and ADHD, and he's a fuck nigga. And he's a fuck nigga using her money to buy shit. Anyway, the reason why they're in couples therapy is because they have an open relationship, and he started fucking with other people, telling them, getting intimate with other people. Their agreement was not to get intimate with other people. And she found out that he was sharing her story with he was in like a Discord with trans people. And he was telling another trans person about his partner's journey. She was like, I didn't give you permission to talk about me to another bitch, basically. And now he's sneaking around with women, and she's like, we're in an open relationship, so why are you sneaking around? Why aren't you being honest about the relationships that you're having when we have agreed to be open with that? These niggas can't even do it. That's why so many women, they end up trying to do polyamory with these niggas. And when I mean niggas, I'm talking about all of them. I don't give a damn what spices are in the cabinet. I'm talking about all of them. They've all been socialized the same. I remember I was in Tanya TKO's chat, and I said, all men are socialized the same. When I tell you the women jumped on my back and was trying to choke me out, they was trying to kill your favorite bitch. I bet you they got a different story today. Bitch, I don't be wrong. I be early. I be early. All this stuff coming up in the algorithm, I can go find tweets from 10 years ago of me saying the same shit. I'm just early. I'm just early. I've been waiting for y'all to come to your goddamn sentences. I've been waiting for y'all eyes to unwind. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I'm not, and I have so much joy. My like heart is just a flaming heart when I hear these young women and these old women and these middle-aged women and these, women in their 20s and these, I love to hear them with an understanding of what is happening around them. And they're not residing in a fucked up delusion, a patriarchal, upside down, contradictory illusion. I love it. It makes me so happy that I'm able to witness it. When I tell you, I've been on, when I opened this video talking about being aromantic. I have never liked love songs, love stories. I'll watch a love story, but what pisses me off is when I watch a movie and they inject a love story in a movie that didn't even require it. Why the fuck? My son laughs at me all the time because I'd be like, why? He was like, Mom, look, they've injected a romantic story into a fucking movie about space. Like, what the fuck? Why? Because it's a programming that they have to reinforce every single time. These romantic comedies, they don't help you. They don't help you. Disney doesn't help you. But I got to reinforce this illusion. And this is how you have to live. And now other people are judging you based on this. And you're living in a contradictory existence in a system. That's why the women are so confused. What do these men want? What is this? What is that? What is this? Let me go change my body. Let me lay on a table. Let me do this. Let me get skinny. Let me get fat. And then it's like you don't know what to do because all you're doing is trying to adjust yourself for male validation. That's what you've been designed to do. And for your social community. That's the grift. That's the grift. That's the grift. I've been overjoyed. But then we have women like Yandy and so many women who would rather act like they're married. Why couldn't you just be in a relationship with Mandices and be like, we're in an open relationship, we're raising our kids together. We're not really like, we don't really do too much with each other, but we are still together. We live in the same house. That's why he wants to go. That's why he wants to come back and live in the same house with them. Because y'all ain't really married. Y'all doing your own thing. Y'all have separate bedrooms. They have separate bedrooms. If that works for you, then do it. Keep doing it. If you're happy doing what you're doing, he's happy doing what he's doing, y'all come together and raise your children. What's the fucking problem? No, y'all want to act like you're in something that you're not because you want to do it for other people. All that stuff that Yandy did was for other people. You literally said last season when Jessica told you that Mandices was in her sister's or cousin, niece, or somebody, her relatives' DMs. And so everybody's operating from a space like this nigga's running around cheating on you. Little do y'all know is they've never been married. Yandy's been single. The relationship is fake. She sees other niggas. He sees other women. And y'all over here, she's crying in the camera. Put some respect on the Harrises. And he back there looking like, I'll call you hoes later. Y'all hoes see this? This is a whole performance. Why are you doing that? You're making yourself cry. Saying put respect on the Harris's name. What are you doing, Yandy? What are you doing, Rashida? Everybody thinks y'all look stupid. And all y'all have to do is come out and say, we're in this open relationship. And maybe the reason why they don't come up front is because in Yandy's situation is different. But in Rashida's situation, you already look stupid. You stayed with a man after he had a baby on you. You already look stupid. But what's the dynamic of your relationships after that? Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody likes to talk around it and talk about the fantasy of the things. Some of the comments. His time is a little too aggressive for my liking, his tone. I finished my business in New York. I'm not fucking him no more, basically is what she's saying. I'm happy she ain't really marry him. He looks like ongoing legal expenses. If you from New York, you know Mandices is not lying. Mandices couldn't take what he's dishing. Yandy is done. He's hurt. She's sobbing, and she's not sobbing over him. And this is why you never hold a man down ever. Yandy was not tricked. Yandy was not bamboozled. Yandy knew not to marry Mandices. That, like, when I tell you, if anybody takes anything from Yandices and Mandingo's relationship, don't marry these niggas. Period. Do whatever the fuck you want to call it. Call it a marriage. Go have a ceremony. Do whatever. Don't go down to no courthouse and tie yourself to another human being. That doesn't even make sense. I heard Candace Owens say that we are wired to settle down and make families. If you don't get your patriarchy bullshit out of my face, shut up, Candace. Talking about make him a sandwich. I said make him a sandwich with arsenic. Volume 2 will be on the shelves soon. Dr. Dinero. Okay, bitch. Dr. Dinero, because I have it trademarked. Yeah, she caught a stray. She gonna keep catching strays. This happens when women carry the weight of the relationship. Provider, protector, leader, lover. Typically, this is a male position. Provider and protector is not a male position. If you don't look at the intimate partner violence rates and wake up and step outside of the fantasy, men are not natural leaders. Just because they have a penis doesn't mean they should be in power or over you. Get out of that. That's another thing. Y'all have to dismantle you have to dismantle and release the responsibility. It is not their responsibility to protect you. Intimate partner violence rates. These men are killing their wives. They're drugging their wives. They're knocking their wives out so other men can come have sex with them. They're knocking their wives out so that they can R them. They are not your protector, sweetie. You literally have to dismantle that and release the responsibility that you have placed on men that they are unqualified to perform. You're giving men titles and positions the way that Trump, Dr. Bryant, all these people are giving titles and positions based on nothing. Based on nothing. You're giving a man the role of protector simply because his penis, that's it. That's all he has a penis. And you believe that he's here to protect you. Ignoring intimate partner violence rates. Ignoring those. Ignoring the 6 million, what is it, 60 million men who log on to a forum on how to drug your wife and have sex with her while she's unconscious. Rape. They're not your protectors. That is not their natural role. You can look at nature and will tell you the natural. You don't hear of a king bee. Ain't no such thing as a king bee. They work and then they get put the fuck out. Killed. Girl. Peacocks, those are males. I have all the plumes and the feathers because I want to be chosen. Choose me. I have the prettiest. Go look at a female peacock. They look distressed. They look crazy as hell. Go look at a female peacock because they don't have to be. They're not to be chosen. In the construct of a patriarchy, it's upside down where the women are looking to be chosen. The women make themselves up and put all their feathers up because they want to be chosen. That is unnatural. You do the choosing. And you don't choose anybody based on love. You choose them on their abilities and what they're able to bring to the table. No man should be asking you what you bring to the table. Nigga, you serve me. I'm the head of this motherfucker. I made you. I would never bow down to you ever. I made you. But in the construct of a patriarchy, we are literally upside down and women are literally performing so men can pick them. When in nature, the men perform the males perform so the females can pick them. Look at the lion. He has the mane so that he can be chosen. He has a pretty mane. Go look at nature. Just look at nature. And then you're talking about it's natural. It is unnatural. If you look at nature, which is natural, and you look at human beings operating under a system of patriarchy, it is unnatural and unsustainable. That's why this shit is breaking down the way it is. Because it's unnatural and unsustainable. The men are not here to lead you. They're not here to protect you. Men are here to protect you from who? From who, class? Other men? So what makes you think he's different from any other man? Because that man is protecting his, quote unquote, protecting his partner from your man. I had to tell a girl, take your cape off, girl. I will never forget it when somebody told me, it was on Facebook, and it was the first time I heard the phrase, take your cape off. And I was like, what? And I was like, what is she saying to me? And I was like, I really had to step back and reflect. And I was like, take my cape off. And I've always had a healthy um, aversion to letting men too close. But I also fell victim to socialized behaviors that came out, and it's like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I trying to be in a relationship? And in my soul, I know that that's not even my calling. It's not my calling to be in relationship with anyone. That is not my, that's not, I don't subscribe to that. But I've had fallen victim to that socialization. You understand what I'm saying? One day, I was very much male identified. I was not a pick me. I was male identified, meaning that when I looked at situations, I looked at it through a male's perspective. I took the male's um, word and perception and applied it to what I was seeing. So I was like looking through a male lens. And one day, some woman, I don't know who she is, I don't even remember who it was. I don't even remember what the post was about, but she told me, stop caping. And I was like, caping? And then I asked, I was like, what is caping? She's like, take your cape off. And I was like, take your cape off? Is she saying that I'm trying to save these niggas? Oh, hell no, girl. When I tell you, I was like, absolutely. I reject it. I rebuke it in the name of the mother. Do you hear me?
No.
No motherfucking way I will have a cape on. When I tell you, I took it off. I took the cape off. I took my boots and my cape off for these whack ass niggas. I ain't standing in no phone booth waiting for some nigga to yell black, 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 black in the phone to go save his ass. I ain't saving none of these niggas. They better be They better beware of me. These niggas better beware of you. You better let these niggas know y'all gonna need protection from us pretty soon. If we start operating, and there are women who will start operating like men in a matriarchy, and they will have to be dealt with, but they are going to respond like men and do what you've done to us. We can get to start poisoning these niggas again. Don't play. These men act like, I saw Slumflower on a panel or on a podcast with some evil looking man, black man. He calls himself prophet or something like that, but his face is all contorted like Jafar. That's what he looks like. Is that Jafar, the evil thing from Aladdin? That's what he looks like that. His whole facial structure looks like that villain. And he was like talking about the concept of men forcibly making women do things. And I think they forget that women have access to arms. They have access to herbs. We'll just start killing y'all again. That's all that will happen. I wish the women in these Islamic states where they are being severely oppressed, I don't understand why they don't start killing these men. Poison them. I don't get it. But it has been done before. Men were dropping dead so that women can get out of abusive relationships. How did he die? I don't know. Have no idea. You got you got a apothecary. I don't know how he died. But what does the life insurance policy say? What does it say again? Okay, thank you. Because the men were killing women, right? To get a hold of their properties, to get a hold of their studying. And yes, they were taking things by force. but now we have access to the same force that you have access to. When I tell you the Second Amendment is the great equalizer, you talking about men being equal to women. The Second Amendment makes us equal, bitch. All of that idea of you taking over women and being forceful over women, we could just take it and make you. No, you can't. You think in this day and age that you could just take a woman and make her do something because you're a man and you feel like you have more strength than her? Smith and Wesson is stronger than you, my nigga. Ruger is stronger than you, my nigga. Glockisha is stronger than you, my nigga. Stronger than you. Better than you. More pulled up than you, bitch. Shout out to Selena Johnson. Girl, I ain't never worked for you, bitch. Period. That's what you need to tell these niggas. I ain't never worked for you. With your black gums and all. Thank you and good night. Anyways, I gotta go. We gotta come back for another video. So, girls, stop being fake in your relationships. Stand in the truth of your relationship. Reevaluate if that's what you want your relationship to look like. Does it make you happy? If it's healthy and happy, I don't have no problem with healthy, happy, egalitarian, collaborative, cooperative relationships. Hetero, queer, whatever. I have no problem with that. Healthy, collaborative, cooperative, egalitarian. If he is operating from a space of gender roles, kick his ass right in the square middle of his ass out of your life. We don't operate in gender roles. We don't succumb to gender roles. None of that traditional. Traditional literally means male centered. When they call you modern women, you goddamn right, nigga. I'm a modern woman with access to herbs and artillery. Fuck around and find out. That's what they're afraid of. That's why they want to put controls on you. It's the same reason why white people want to put controls on black people. They're afraid that you are going to do what they have done to you. Men should be very afraid. They should be very afraid because the women are not fucking around. And there will be women who will operate from a patriarchal space, but for women, and destroy you the way that y'all have destroyed Earth, the way that you have tried to destroy women, try to control women. That shit ain't popping. And if you think it is, you got another mother. You better think about it again. Shout out to Eartha Kitt. You better think about that one again, nigga.
You must think about that one again.
Because these women are not playing with y'all, and y'all need to stop playing with these dudes. Put them in their motherfucking place. And I'm telling you, if you get a sense, I'm going to try to go to the cops. You can't go to the fraternal order of police who have been instructed to align with the brotherhood. It's just going to be women. It's just going to be prisons full of women. Prisons full of women. That's all it's going to be. Y'all keep fucking around and find out. Women are not laying down and being like, oh, you guys are stronger than us. Girl, if you don't get your motherfucking weight up and get out there and build a chicken coop, you don't need these niggas. They're not here to protect you. Don't forget that. They're not here to protect you. That is not their job. That is not their role. And it's not a natural position. Look at nature. That's natural. Under a system of patriarchy, how we're operating and how people are operating, that's why I'm an observer. How the people are operating under a system of patriarchy is contradictory to your fucking existence. That is not how you're supposed to be living. This is not how it's supposed to go. That's why it's being done by force, because it's not the way it's supposed to go. Anyways, so I gotta go. Take care of each other. Don't forget to make these face the nation, okay? Make sure they know to pay reverence, homage, glory to the vessel that created them. Yeah. Get on this mic, nigga. Face the nation. And give a whole speech, a soliloquy, if you will. All right, I gotta go. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. And ladies, femmes, stay and stand in your power. Period. Peace.